Hello, everyone. Welcome to my very first movie review for 2021, also known as my first 2021 watch at the AMC movie theater. So earlier this afternoon today, me and Dad went and saw this movie in theaters, and I'm going to be reviewing the 2020 movie News of the World. So the plot of News of the World is basically where you got Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd, played by Tom Hanks. And so he's pretty much a guy who delivers news to the people, like in a western town, of course, So he pretty much tells stories as well, other than telling the news to people around him. But then of course in this movie, he comes across this little girl named Joanna who was stolen by natives as a baby, and so Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd has to do whatever he can to return Joanna to her last remaining family. And so yeah, that's the basic plot of News of the World. Now, this movie's actually really good. This movie I thought was really good. It was very good too. Yeah, so I had a great time with this movie, seen at AMC, and my dad liked it too, because Tom Hanks is an awesome actor, and I love Tom Hanks, and my dad loves Tom Hanks too. But yeah, so this movie came out on Christmas Day of 2020, the same day when Wonder Woman 1984 came out in theaters and HBO Max, and the same day Disney Pixar's Soul came out on Disney Plus. But yeah, so I'm really glad that I actually did see News of the World at AMC. Yeah, and of course, News of the World is definitely one of the best movies of 2020. Yeah, because I heard that this movie was getting lots of great reviews from critics, and it was getting lots of great reviews and praises. So like I said, I went and saw this movie with my dad, and we both enjoyed it. Yeah, because and of course the director of News of the World is Paul Greengrass, and I think Paul Greengrass did a good job directing it. And Gary Goldsman, who's the producer, he did a good job producing this movie, because this movie, since this is a Tom Hanks movie, this movie was not only made by Universal Pictures, like Universal Studios, but not to mention that this movie is also made by Tom Hanks and company Playtone. Yeah, Playtone also makes this movie too. And both companies did a great job making it. And the music score is very well done too. Like James Newton Howard's music score is definitely well done as well. And yeah, and of course the acting is very good too. Like Tom Hanks was great in this movie, as well as the little girl actress who played Joanna in this movie. She did a great job too. And yeah, so yeah, because and pretty much I think this is like one of those, I think it's like two of those Western movies I saw in theaters. Like, I think this is like the second 2020 Western movie I saw in theaters after Let Him Go, which is more like a neo-Western film. Like I saw Let Him Go, yeah, Let Him Go with Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. But yeah, so Let Him Go is kind of sort of like a Western movie. It's more of a neo-Western movie. This is definitely like a real Western movie, like News of the World with Tom Hanks. And yeah, so and of course for this movie, I actually don't have any issues with the movie at all. Because usually I never have issues with any movie, but unless if it's a bad movie that I didn't like or I find okay, then I do have a little bit of issues, but not this one. News of the World. News of the World is definitely a really good movie. It's very good too. So overall, News of the World is let me start over for a second. So overall, News of the World is a very good movie from 2020, and I'm gonna give News of the World 5 out of 5 stars. That's my best rating. Yeah, I always say that, but I don't really need to repeat myself. But yeah, 5 out of 5 stars for News of the World. And if you haven't seen it yet, then if you love Tom Hanks like me and my dad and everybody else on YouTube, then then I definitely recommend checking this movie out if you want. I mean, you can probably wait till this movie comes out on VOD, like, cause yeah, cause I actually went and saw a Universal movie at an AMC theater, cause I remember, cause I'm sure you remember back in like last year 2020, like when Trolls World Tour was doing well on VOD and drive-in theaters. Like AMC and Universal were having a problem, of course. Like, like AMC no longer showing Universal movies. But I think later that year, last year, they actually solved their problem, of course. Like, I think on January 15th, when Arctic Friends Short Collection number 11 comes out on Apple TV, then I think News of the World will probably be available on VOD as well. I think I got that right, yeah. Because I heard someone say that on Facebook or one of my YouTube community tab, but whatever. But yeah, so News of the World, really great movie, very good movie too. And of course, me and my dad loved it. But yeah, so like I mentioned before, definitely check out News of the World if you want, if you're a fan of Western movies, if you love Tom Hanks. Like, I'm sure everybody loves Tom Hanks, because I always trust him as an actor and as a person. Because Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors of all time, because I'm sure you guys already know that, but yeah. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching my movie review on News of the World, and so that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.